In today's episode of the Pathway Presents podcast, I got a very interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Jeanna Barrett, and she's hailing over from the folks over at First Page Strategy. And the agency is helping basically to drive growth. It's a growth marketing agency that helps product-led brands to basically skyrocket their demand and their customers. The services range from SEO, data analytics. On they're also HubSpot agency partner. And today we want to really deep dive with Jeanna into what First Page Strategy is all about and how she's thinking about growth for the company. So welcome to the show.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Very good. So give us a quick overview, Jeanna. In your own words, what is First Page Strategy all about?
Yeah, so we do data-driven growth marketing for product-led brands. And by product-led brands, we mean any brand that's really building a product. They have a product team internally, tech brands, SaaS companies, startups. And we're really focused on acting as a partner and collaborating with all parts of a brand's company, whether that's working closely with the product team, customer service team, and all of that in order to do the best marketing. We really believe in that integrated marketing approach, and then also just really driving results and looking at revenue numbers. So that's what we do.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, what would be a typical customer? Like, how would you characterize, a company that is fitting really well to First Page Strategy?
Yeah, so we love to work with the kind of mid-sized tech companies or companies that have, recent rounds of funding, companies that are ready to invest and have the money to invest in their marketing, but don't necessarily have the team figured out or a giant marketing team already. We have the ability to really scale up with any tech brand or startup brand from, first round of funding needing high rapid growth to needing a 30-person marketing team, which is what we do for some of our clients. So we can work with these product-led brands really at any stage. But if you want high growth, if you need customers, acquisition, traffic, you want to get your brand out there, get people coming in the doors and, prove that you've got a product and you're acquiring people, that's what we do.
Gotcha. That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, who would typically be the champion that brings First Page Strategy in? Like, is that like a business owner? Is that like a CMO even who needs some, help and support? Like, who would typically be the ones, raising the hand and say, we need First Page Strategy with us?
Yeah, we are always talking to founders or C-suite. So it's usually a founder making a decision that they need growth or agency support, or they need to help build a marketing team. And we're here, we can be like a full extension marketing team. Or it's the CMO typically. Yeah. So we have a little bit of a tough target ourselves when marketing to our customers because we have a group of people that are very hard to get a hold of and very hard to reach and really busy people. So
Yeah,
that's the challenge.
speaking on that, like, how do these folks learn about you guys? Like, what's their journey looking like of getting into the door?
Yeah, so we market for ourselves the same way that we sell marketing for our clients. We do get customers coming in that have found us from our search results on the first page. For instance, we're on the first page for SEO professional and SEO agency, one of the SEO agency keywords. And so we look at our keywords and content that we're creating on the first page. So we do get people in that way. And then we just word of mouth, referrals, brand awareness channels. We do a lot of podcasting and guest blogging and, content features on Inc. magazine and the different and Entrepreneur, just to try to reach different groups and where our customer is sitting. And then also we focus on LinkedIn marketing.
Gotcha. That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, what role or how do you think about First Page Strategy's website? You mentioned a couple of digital channels that you guys leveraging. What's your take on the website?
Yeah, so the website for me is super, super important. I'm really, for lack of a better word, a little anal about our website. It's our storefront, right? So it's where everybody's going to come to kind of figure out quickly if they want to work with us or not. We're constantly tweaking it. It's constantly a work in progress. We work on our positioning, what's above the fold. We're working on adding videos we're tweaking our landing pages, we're looking at UX and conversion points. And so we're constantly working on our website, which is also what we recommend to our customers.
That makes a lot of sense. Is there something that you've learned, because you've been working with a lot of customers over the years, where you think, when it comes to driving conversions from the pages, like maybe some methods, way of thinking, an approach, maybe even technologies that you think are helpful in that regard?
Yeah, oh my gosh, is there something that I learned? I mean, we learned marketing, it's like constant learning. I've been in marketing for 19 years. I feel like I'm still never not learning. There's constantly great tools coming out. We had a lot of success with ourselves and our customers just tweaking CTAs and using actual CTA tools. We do use the CTA tool in HubSpot where we can test different CTAs and look at how many people are clicking and how they're coming in. We can put them in different like in the middle of our blogs, at the end of our blogs, different places in our website. And so constantly looking at our CTAs, the design of them, the copy on them, how we use them, where they're featured on the website is a really important piece.
Very cool. Now, we talked a bit about, what you guys are doing at First Page Strategy. We talked about the services, the growth a little bit. I'd love to talk about your journey with the company,
Sure.
right? So the first thing that I'm curious about is, now you obviously hold a lot of hats within the organization. So where do you personally turn to for learning? Like, is there, there's so much noise out there when it comes to marketing. Where do you find high quality information for your own development?
Yeah, I definitely take the curated approach, which I think most people do these days because of the noise. So I turn to LinkedIn when it comes to professional information, and I just follow people or hashtags. And if something comes up that someone said that I find is very smart or interesting, I follow them. And then I'm just kind of curating my feed on LinkedIn to be like remote work news, which is what I really care about because we're a 100% distributed company, but also growth marketing information.
Gotcha. Very cool. Now, in order to understand your journey and your sort of your work as a marketer a little bit better, I would have some rapid fire questions to slowly wrap it up for today's interview. Are you ready for those?
Sure, yes.
Very good. What would be the last book that you read?
Oh gosh, I read about 50 books a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a big reader. I'm like, and I have terrible reading comprehension because I read so fast. But I'll tell you that I'm currently reading The Many Lives of a Fong Moy fiction book that's been highly rated. So
Very good. What would be the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
acquiring customers. Yeah, we're going into 2023. The economics of the industry and our target are feel a little bit rocky right now in the US. So we're really focused on how we like bring in and work with the right partners this year and help people that need help with marketing.
If there would be no boundaries in technology, what's the one thing that you would fix for your role as a marketer in today's industry?
No boundaries.
You got a magic
Oh my
wand, one thing you
gosh.
can fix about being a marketer.
Yeah, I think the toughest thing right now is watching all the changes happening in like privacy and data. And so, seeing what happened recently with the Apple, email hiding and the release that happened earlier this year and kind of all the privacy things going online and removing cookies, like that's changing for the worst our job as a marketer. So I would probably remove all of that, which is very weird to say, right? Because it's like it feels like I'm saying I don't want privacy online, but yeah, it's difficult for marketers as those things roll out.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, for the very last question, I'd be curious to know if today would be your very first day working on FPS, what would be the one advice you would give yourself?
Um, yeah, that's hard. I think it would be I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I don't know if it's the best thing to say, but sometimes it's hard as a founder to make decisions quickly about people that are not working out at your company, because I have such personal connections with people, and when you're a small company it's really hard to like separate that from the business side of things. But I have found that if you have an inkling that someone is not, you know, plugged in anymore, or not enjoying their job, or not doing what you need, it's always best to just make that decision quickly and let it go.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Jen, I really appreciate you took the
Yeah.
time with us today to give a quick insight into first page strategy. And I really enjoyed that last very candid point, because I mean, a lot of people are in that position and they have to make those important calls. So really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I want to give you the
Yeah.
very last word. If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about first page strategy today, what's the one thing people should remember?
Yeah, that we are super focused on data-driven results, and we've grown our clients' revenue by 3,000% and traffic by 800%. So we are a really great team to work with. We know our stuff and we focus on the numbers.
Thanks a lot for being a guest on Pathmark Presents.
Yeah, thank you.